Welcome back to another day of top-level international football analysis. Today, we're diving into 5 fascinating matchups that combine passion, tactics, and national pride. From Cardiff to Reykjavik, and from Belfast to Stockholm, these fixtures remind us why international football carries a special kind of intensity. In this episode, we'll look closely at how each team is shaping up, what styles they're bringing into these clashes, and, of course, we'll wrap it all up with our precise predictions, including correct scores and value insights. Stay tuned, because every matchup today has its own story, and every story has its turning point. Let's get into it. Wales vs Belgium, correct score, 1-2 Belgium win. We start in Cardiff, where Wales take on Belgium, a contest full of energy and emotion. Wales are known for their grit and determination, especially when playing on home soil. They've got that spirit where, no matter the opponent, they'll press hard, fight for every ball, and rely on crowd energy to push them forward. But when it comes to structure and consistency, Belgium usually have the upper hand. Belgium are a side built around discipline and tactical clarity. They control games through possession, move the ball with purpose, and rarely lose focus, even under pressure. When faced with teams that thrive on intensity, they don't panic. Instead, they adapt, absorb the tempo, and strike at the right moments. Wales might open strong and even create an early scare, but Belgium's control should settle the match. Expect Belgium to dominate possession and create most of the clear chances. Wales may find the net once, likely through a set-piece or counter-attack, but Belgium's overall quality will prevail. Prediction: Belgium win 2-1. A solid performance on the road, combining precision with experience to get the job done. Iceland vs France, correct score, 0-2 France win. Next, we head to Reykjavik, where Iceland face France, a game that reflects the contrast between heart and hierarchy. Iceland's home matches are always intense. They play with incredible unity, backed by their supporters, and defend with real commitment. But against France, their defensive resilience will face one of the toughest tests in European football. France have a habit of turning control into results. They don't always start at full speed, but once they find their rhythm, few teams can handle their passing sequences and attacking balance. Iceland may manage to frustrate them for the first half, but the French side's composure and structure usually find a way through. We can expect France to keep possession high, stretch Iceland's lines, and pick their moments carefully. They won't need to overcommit, just systematic pressure, steady build-up, and clean execution. Prediction: France win 2-0. It's the kind of result that speaks more of efficiency than dominance. Iceland will battle hard, but France's technical control should shine through. Northern Ireland vs Germany, correct score, 0-3 Germany win. Now to Belfast, where Northern Ireland host Germany in a classic underdog versus giant fixture. Northern Ireland always bring effort and pride into their performances. At home, they're known to make life uncomfortable for visiting teams, especially early on. They'll press, they'll challenge, and they'll try to unsettle the rhythm. But Germany thrive on order and precision. Their passing, movement, and positional play often wear opponents down. What makes them dangerous is not just creativity, but the patience with which they build chances. They don't rush, they measure, they plan, and then they strike. Northern Ireland may hold firm for the first 30 minutes, but once Germany settle into their pace, they tend to break games open. Expect long spells of possession, crisp exchanges, and multiple scoring opportunities. Prediction: Germany win 3-0. A dominant display characterized by patience and control, professional, clean, and composed from start to finish. Slovenia vs Switzerland, correct score, 0-2 Switzerland win. We move next to Ljubljana for Slovenia vs Switzerland, a game that promises discipline from both sides. Slovenia are a well-organized team. They defend with structure, close spaces well, and make opponents work hard to find openings. At home, they're not easy to break down, they play compact and rely on counterattacks to create chances. Switzerland, however, bring more consistency and tactical maturity to the table. They're efficient in possession, strong in transitions, and have a reliable sense of balance between defense and attack. their ability to manage games away from home often sets them apart. This one will likely start slow, with both teams feeling each other out. But as the match progresses, Switzerland's composure and movement in wide areas should start creating space. Once that breakthrough comes, they tend to stay in control. Prediction: Switzerland win 2-0. A controlled, professional performance where patience pays off. Slovenia will defend bravely, but Switzerland's structure and persistence should earn them a clean victory. Sweden vs Kosovo, a correct score, 1-1 over 1.5 goals. We close the day in Stockholm, where Sweden face Kosovo, a fixture that could turn into one of the more entertaining matchups. Sweden at home are always confident. They like to dictate play, use width, and create pressure through possession and quick transitions. However, Kosovo are not the type to sit back quietly. They're bold, energetic, and love to challenge more established sides with fast, counter-attacking football. This is the kind of game that could see both teams find openings. Sweden's experience gives them control in key moments, but Kosovo's enthusiasm and unpredictability can cause real problems if they're given space to run into. Expect an open game, particularly in the second half. Sweden will look to push forward, but Kosovo's counter-attacks could easily lead to goals on both ends. In matches like this, momentum shifts quickly, and that's exactly why we're expecting goals. Prediction: 1-1 draw, with over 1.5 goals. Sweden control much of the play, but Kosovo's determination ensures they walk away with something from this encounter. Bullseye recap section. Let's quickly recap today's international football predictions. Wales vs Belgium, 1-2, Belgium to win. Iceland vs France, 0-2, France to win. Northern Ireland vs Germany, 0-3, Germany to win. Slovenia vs Switzerland, 0-2, Switzerland to win. Sweden vs Kosovo, 1-1, over 1.5 goals. Each of these games carries a different narrative. Some highlight the tactical battle between control and counterattack, while others show the contrast between technical dominance and raw determination. Belgium and France should continue their winning consistency. Germany are expected to assert control in Belfast. Switzerland look primed for another composed away performance, and Sweden vs Kosovo brings a balanced but open contest likely to entertain. And that wraps up today's professional analysis of the international fixtures. 5 matches, 5 stories, each showcasing how style, structure, and mentality shape the game beyond just the scoreline. What makes international football so captivating is that every team, no matter its size, plays for pride. The tactical battles, the home atmospheres, and those unpredictable moments, they remind us that football is as much about mindset as it is about skill. From Belgium's precision to France's balance, Germany's control, Switzerland's maturity, and the energy of Sweden vs Kosovo, today's fixtures remind us why the beautiful game never stops evolving. Stay tuned for more deep analysis and predictions, delivered with accuracy, insight, and passion for the sport. Until next time, this has been your football breakdown for today, clear, confident, and professional.